Hello, great people. Welcome back to our channel. We are so excited to have you again. Afenifere And Ohanaeze, some elder statesmen have refused to keep quiet about the things that are happening in the country. Now, look at the manner with which Nnamdi Kanu was, call it, abducted and repatriated back to Nigeria. It clearly shows that he was a target, and our security expert or those who were involved in the plan, they were ready to get him with everything they've got. The same thing with Igboho. Igboho has been missing. I could still remember some time ago when one of those guys said that Sunday Igboho was being protected by governors and all of that. Now, I don't know how Sunday Igboho left to Cotonou, Benin Republic, but however, according to the news that we received very early this morning, was that he was arrested, by the security operatives. Now, Afenifere right now is speaking out so loud, and also Ohanaeze, and they are bringing this to two secessionists before the eyes of the government, that if they can do this to them, then what is happening with our security architecture? All right, we're going to see details of this in a few minutes. But before we do that, we'd like to thank those who have subscribed to our channel. I also encourage you to please subscribe if you've not subscribed. All right, let's look at the news in detail. The Yoruba geopolitical organization Afenifere on Tuesday accused President Muhammadu Buhari-led federal government of abusing Nnamdi Kanu, leader of indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, and Yoruba activist Sunday Adeyemo, also known as Sunday Igboho. Afenifere spokesman Jare Ajayi made the remarks while accusing Buhari-led government of double standards. Speaking exclusively, Ajayi said the treatment meted out to Kanu and Igboho while bandits walk freely shows double standards on the part of the federal government. He said the federal government should deploy the energy against Kanu and Igboho towards fighting banditry, kidnapping, and general insecurity in the country. Asked if the Buhari government has shown double standard in Kanu and Igboho's case, Ajayi said it's obvious the Gestapo manner in which Igboho's house was invaded and the tactics deployed in repatriating Nnamdi Kanu shows double standard. This measure shows that the federal government is interested in expending energy in dealing with those agitating for their people much more than putting an end to terrorism and banditry. It's on record that lives running into thousands have been lost to banditry, especially in the northern part of the country, while kidnapping is at an alarming rate in the southern part of the country. Federal government is not putting much effort in these as much as it's putting on those clamping down on those peacefully agitating for the lives of Nigerians to be better. Look at how bandits shot down an Air Force plane the other day. That shows the extent to which these criminals have taken over security space in the country. These are the area we feel the government should pay more attention rather than deploying its arsenal on those peacefully agitating for the cause of their people. We are particularly disturbed by the manner in which Kanu and Igboho are being abused. We will say without any fear of contradiction that a double standard is in place in the manner the government is handling the issues of insecurity in the country. Meanwhile, in another development, the Ohanaeze has also reacted to the arrest of Yoruba activist Sunday Igboho in Cotonou, describing it as an evidence that the federal government has the capacity to end terrorism and banditry. The group took the stand in a statement on Tuesday by Mazi Okechukwu Izuzoro, the Secretary General Ohanaeze worldwide. According to him, he said endless pampering of Boko Haram insurgents, bandits, and killer headsmen is the route that will surely bring catastrophe to the north and will be a great threat to the corporate existence of the country. He added that the interception of Sunday Igboho and Nnamdi Kanu signifies that those who promote the consciousness of Nigeria are detained, while the bandits and killer headsmen are furnished with cover-ups by northern leadership to destabilize the south for their heinous political purpose. Ohanaeze claimed that it appears that the arrest and detention of the two secessionist agitators was a clearance for the prospective onslaught of Fulani herdsmen and terrorists to occupy strategical forests of southern Nigeria and wreak havoc. We therefore call for the unconditional release of the prisoners of conscience, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Sunday Igboho, as there is no evidence on the ground of possible arrest of northern terrorists and bandits who have abducted school children, maimed southern Nigerian farmers, and even murdered security agents. Nnamdi Kanu and Igboho are not murderers. They should be released without further delay, the Igbo group demanded. I think it's time that a lot of things need to be corrected, because with some of the strategies that Nigerians have seen thus far in pursuing secessionists in the country, is a pointer to the fact that the capacity to correct some of these outstanding ills in our society is still there. But I don't know why everybody seems to be calm about it. You understand? Now, look at what Ohanaeze and Igboho have said, and Afenifere have to say. For me, I'm of the opinion that they should pay a visit to the presidency. We elected him into that position. Nigerians elected him into that position. So whenever things seems to go, against the will of the people, people need to, make up their mind to stand out and correct these things the way it should be done. And look at how Igboho was being traced. They trace him to the point that they met with him in Cotonou, while bandits are sitting in southern Kaduna, sitting in northern Kaduna, sitting in every part of the northern states. Some people even know where they are staying. For example, if you have been following the story of Gumi, we can still recall that Gumi said that even the government know about these bandits. They know where these bandits are. But hey, nothing is done. The rate of, aggression that we are seeing in the pursuit of Nnamdi Kanu and Sunday Igboho is not what we are seeing. For example, look at what happened yesterday. If not for the mercies of God, I have to put it that way, we would have lost another very good hand in the Air Force, another pilot. While he was going there, to use airplane to attack them, we heard what happened, how they shot down the airplane. And if they have the capacity to shoot down the airplane, therefore means that they have been able to take over the entirety of that environment. And who even knows if we don't even have a mall, in the Air Force, who give them idea of the direction possibly where the fighting jets will be passing through. I mean, with what I have seen thus far, it therefore means we can liaise with people. We can liaise with different strategic security operatives in other countries of the world, and this issue of terrorism will be a thing of the past. Look at today how costly things are. Most northerners do not even, or let me not say northerners, Muslims, they do not even have money to buy ram. Some of them, their rams have been, rams and cattle have been rustled severally. And these things are done by human beings, not spirits. The bandits are there. Fulani herdsmen are troubling Nigerians every now and then. They are fully into the activity of kidnapping. Nobody is doing anything visibly, the aggression is not there. Yeah, we hear stories on papers, we hear stories, people coming up, security leads coming up to tell Nigerians, this is how far we have gone. But the aggression is not there, whereby it's not handled as a do or die affair. So, but the case of secession, look at how it happened, So I feel that Afenifere at this point, and also some key stakeholders in the Southwest, even, Ohanaeze and Igboho, need to reach out to the government and tell them, man, this thing, if you are not correcting it, it clearly shows that the concentration is more on this side. Some time ago, we heard what happened in the Southeast. So much concentration. The soldiers were demanding, hey, go over. But the same thing is happening in South Kaduna. And we see so much calm as if nothing is happening. Everybody seems not to even comment about it, Those guys have been hewed down virtually on a daily basis. Nobody takes it serious. Everybody just believes, well, it's just a normal thing, And look at what is also happening in Benue. Nobody really takes it serious. I think at this point, nobody needs to, those who are stakeholders, who are representative of their people, need to speak louder as expected, and they need to bring things under control. If not, well, the future lies in the hands of God. I would like to leave